This top half view is designed to mimic the inspection system user interface. So we've got basically the same components in this area. So we've got our main view screen, which is showing us our high resolution image of the defect. Over here in the top left-hand corner, we've got our global view, which is showing us again the full field of view of the system times one full print cylinder circumference or plate length. And this little turquoise box again is showing us where on the full image we're looking in the main view screen. The idea of having the interface mimic the inspection UI is that we want to have easy cross-functional training of operators. We want somebody who can understand the inspection system to quickly pick up and navigate through the DCI interface to understand, what happened on a given roll, find the defect information, look at the defect, make his determination, and make that quality decision. One of the key features of Data Central is the ability to actually make quality control decisions about any given roll that's been inspected. The inspection system, its main function is to act as an early warning system to an operator, to tell the operator he's had some defective issues that he may or may not need to respond to in a timely manner. So the idea with the inspection system is to try to minimize the amount of waste material that gets into production workflow. Data Central's function is about being able to track that defective material that has made it into the production workflow and to allow the quality control people, the facility, to decide if the defects that have made it into the process are acceptable or unacceptable to the print buyer, so that that defective material can be identified in Data Central, tagged electronically in Data Central, and then removed by our waste management system. So to tag a defective section, first of all, we need to understand how well the roll ran. So by looking at the roll map here, we can see that from approximately 1,500 feet into the roll until the end of the roll, no defects have been detected. So that means that we've got flawless material here. We also know that interspersed through the first 1,500 feet of material, we have some random ink splashing. The quality requirement of this particular customer is 0 defects, and as a result, we need to remove all of these defective sections. How we do that is by going up to our main menu here. We've got this option, which is our editing button. If we click on this editing button, it brings us into a sub-menu which shows us our editing buttons. So in here we've got the ability to mark an area of the roll as red or defective, mark the area as yellow, which may mean suspect material. It could be borderline or something that at this point in the production workflow, a decision isn't going to be made, that we will make it later once production is finished and we know exactly how we're running our numbers. We then also have the option just to exit out of this menu, and if we have already defined areas as bad or re-inspect or questionable, we can remove those again if we felt that we didn't need to put those in there. So in order to add a defective area around our defect zone here, we first of all select the defect button, and then we come down to this zone and we get our little paintbrush, and what we do is we basically go to the area just beyond the last defect, and we click and we drag and we define the area that needs to intersect or cross over all of the lanes, because we want to make all of the roll defective in this area from the end of the last defect all the way back to the beginning of the roll. And when we leave go, we get our red area appears. Okay. What we've done here is we've identified the area of the roll that is defective and needs to be removed in finishing. And what Data Central has allowed us to do is create a link between the generation of the roll, and in particular the generation of the defective material, and how we track that defective material through to finishing so that we can remove that defective material, closing the loop on defect detection and removal in the printing workflow.